Riley, I couldn't help but notice your sign, and I hope you boys aren't too upset about me having to prosecute Mr. Kelly.
Hey, man, you do what you gotta do.
Why R. Kelly, huh? What did R. Kelly do to you?
He's accused of relieving himself on an underage girl on tape, which is against the law.
Okay. But let's examine this whole peeing thing. So I can pee in the toilet and it's okay. But if I pee on a person, it's like not okay?
Well, yeah.
Well, what if I'm peeing and Huey's in the bathroom and I accidentally pee on Huey? Should I go to jail?
What the hell would I be doing in the bathroom while you're in the bathroom?
Hold up. Remember when we used to sleep in the same bed when we was littler? From time to time, I'd have a little accident.
You still do.
Shut up! So, Mr. Dubois, Mr. I wanna lock niggas up for peeing. What's the statute of limitations on bedwetting? Why not prosecute me and R. Kelly at the same time, huh?
Now, Riley, no one's going to prosecute you for bedwetting.
And you shouldn't. It's a natural bodily function, and now every nigga in the world gonna be scared to pee. I may never pee again.
Riley, it was a little girl.
Oh, I seen that girl. She ain't little. I'm little.
Yes.
Gary Coleman's little.
Yes.
Mini-Me is little.
Very.
And to the best of my knowledge, we all managed to avoid getting peed on so far.
But what about the victim?
Oh, yes, the victim. At what point does personal responsibility become a factor in this equation?
I don't think that...
I see piss coming, I move. She saw piss coming, she stayed.
Yeah, she did,
And why should I have to miss out on the next R. Kelly album just for that?
Man, you just got beat by an 8-year-old.
And if R. Kelly goes to jail, I'll piss on your cat.
From the pulsing beat of a new hit to the rallying cries at a concert, celebrity can feel almost sacred. We want to believe our heroes are untouchable, larger than life, capable of only greatness. But what happens when the price of that devotion is injustice? As a wise cartoon once showed, our fandom can sometimes cloud the truth. The Boondocks nailed this tension years ago. An episode imagined a beloved R&B star on trial for unspeakable crimes, and the scene that unfolded was equal parts absurd and chilling. What followed in reality would prove eerily similar. In this documentary, we peel back the layers of idol worship and accountability. We'll examine how the Boondocks prefigured the defense of R. Kelly, how real-life courts finally held him and others responsible, and how a new generation of stars from Sean Diddy Combs to Jonathan Majors and Tory Lanez are testing the same fault lines between black pride and justice.
Some advice for Mr. Kelly. Next time, use a golden shower curtain and keep your golden showers to yourself.
What's wrong with a man giving away a golden shower? Sounds like a nice gift to me. What? Shoot, I wish somebody gave me a golden shower. 1, I like gold. 2, I like showers. Put it together. Hey, that sounds like the life.
If you're good, Santa Claus might give you a golden shower for Christmas.
Christmas? My man Santa.
And controversial R&B superstar R. Kelly will be heading into court tomorrow for the first day of his latest highly anticipated trial for child pornography and lewd acts with a local minor.
Granddad, can you take us into the city tomorrow to watch the R. Kelly trial?
Hell no. But you can walk.
It's 40 miles.
All the money I spent on them damn Nikes? You better just do it.
Assistant District Attorney Thomas Dubois is leading the prosecution of Kelly and has a mountain of evidence against the famous R&B performer, including a videotape allegedly showing Kelly urinating on a 14-year-old girl, which is widely available for download at www.freetopee.com.
I'm gonna go, check my email. Yeah.
Get your little short ass back here.
In 2005, the Boondocks aired The Trial of Robert Kelly, a razor-sharp comedy of convictions. The episode opens with Huey Freeman and his family heading into a courtroom where R. Kelly, called Robert Kelly in the episode, is on trial for horrendous abuse. Outside, the screen splits two crowds, one side dignified, protesting stop exploiting a minor. The other side is a grill-fueled tailgate party, blaring Kelly's music and waving homemade signs like "We love you, R. Kelly." Fans dance with barbecue sauce smeared on their faces, chanting "He good," and mocking the evidence against him. Inside the court, when a videotape of Kelly's crime is played, Kelly's slick lawyer spins it as just really racism, hinting that a black artist can't do wrong to black girls. The courtroom erupts into celebration. Kelly jumps on the judge's bench singing an R&B anthem. Everyone but Huey claps and dances. Huey, our moral compass, shouts in frustration that talent doesn't make someone innocent. The humor is biting, but the message is clear. Group loyalty can warp justice. Fans literally dance around the truth, choosing myth over reality. Huey's outraged voiceovers remind us that admiring an artist doesn't grant them impunity. Every famous man that gets arrested is not Nelson Mandela. We all know they can sing. Commentators note that this episode anticipated the public's real-life reactions. Years later, when the Me Too era finally exposed decades of abuse, social media buzzed Aaron McGruder was a prophet. One fan marveled how Huey's argument that victims deserve protection over an abuser's discography still stung as true today. But satire alone didn't make the story stop. In the cartoon, Kelly walks free. In reality, justice was delayed but not denied. As we'll see, the Boondocks episode was not an outlier, but a distressing pattern in the real world. The Boondocks episode makes us laugh even as it makes us squirm, but if fictional hype could predict reality, what comes next?
In 2019, R. Kelly was arrested on federal sex crime charges.
I'm ready to just tell my truth.
He faces 2 federal and 2 state trials.
He didn't do it alone. There was an enterprise.
Bodyguard, entourage, assistants.
They were sick just like him.
Kelly was charged with a criminal enterprise under the RICO statutes, the way they get the Gambinos and the Genoveses.
I have to walk into that courtroom. I don't want to see his face.
I wanted to call the police, but I was terrified.
We were not just doing a protest. We were shifting the paradigm.
Everyone in R. Kelly's operation needs to go to jail. Everyone.
This is something unprecedented in the history of popular music, with, I believe, hundreds of victims. I now know 69.
For the first time, we're hearing of a John Doe.
Prosecutors say Kelly sexually abused teenage boys.
It was a bringing together of the collective power of the voices.
We had to talk to lots of women who weren't willing to come on camera.
You know, this goes back to Aaliyah.
Aaliyah's name was said for the first time in a criminal court.
And of course, she's not alive to tell her own story.
This is how much fan I am of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly.
I was the first girl, and nobody believed me.
His entourage wanted these women's allegations to be snubbed. I said, well, don't you have my daughter? And she said, yes.
We will never know what she is.
The testimony is just horrifying to read.
It is probably the most horrific audio and video that I've ever heard in my life.
It felt evil.
The punishment would be to smear her own excrement on herself, to eat it.
Here it is, I'm finna face the man that violated my daughter.
I tell you, it sure is beautiful out here. White folks sure know how to make some nice foliage.
Oh, come on, Ruckus. You can't give the white man credit for the trees.
Where them 2 little nappy-headed grandkids of yours?
They went into the city to watch the trial of that singer.
Oh, right. That black sumbitch that's supposed to have had urinal relations with that underage colored gal.
Didn't Jerry Lee Lewis marry a 14-year-old baby?
You can't compare a chocolate monkey like R. Kelly to Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry Lee Lewis is the king of rock and roll. Great ball of fire. Besides, that situation was different. That was family.
We're here at the R. Kelly trial, where there are a handful of angry protesters making their voices heard. These are scholars, activists, pillars of the African American community, and they are outraged. And we're just going to head over here to the R. Kelly supporters, where it's quite the festive event. And you are... Now, why did you come out here to support R. Kelly?
'Cause he good.
And what about those protesters over there who say he's crossed the line?
Man, fuck them literate ass uppity niggas. All they talk about is reading and eating right. Nobody wanna hear all that shit. If I wanna get high blood pressure, then nigga, get the kid away from me. If I wanna get high blood pressure, then damn it, that's my business.
Let's talk to another R. Kelly supporter. You there, urban youth. Why do you think R. Kelly is innocent?
If I started peeing on you right now, would you A, smile and ask for more, or B, move the hell out the way? But before you answer that, let me ask America, has pee ever really hurt anybody? And I want to give a big shout out to my homie Diva! What's up? Okay, that's enough. Oof. Get off me! Get off me, Huey! Free R. Kelly!
Hey, yo! Look, the R. Kelly haters are oppressing that little boy.
Free R. Kelly! Free
Get out of here! We talk. Get it!
You want to piece of me? Come on, man!
I knew it would be just a matter of time before violence broke out. It's pandemonium here at the R. Kelly trial. Oh, the humanity! Mr. Kelly, do you have a statement?
This is truly an example of black people sticking together. In the words of Sister Soldier, an injustice anywhere is an injustice. Anywhere. Amen.
For over 2 decades, real R. Kelly skated on seemingly Teflon fame. In 1994, he married 15-year-old singer Aaliyah. Lawsuits and even a videotape of abuse circulated in the 2000s. Yet year after year, Kelly denied all charges and remained a superstar. His music bounced off the walls of churches, graduations, black cookouts, embodying a gospel-rooted cultural icon. Many fans saw these allegations as attacks on a black hero. One commentator recalls how fans screamed America urinated on R. Kelly whenever his name was in the press. Too often, victims were vilified or ignored. As a scholar noted, this kind of blind loyalty treats celebrities like deities who can never do us wrong. A protest sign against R. Kelly. For years, some used symbols like this to demand accountability. Kelly's life changed after the 2019 Surviving R. Kelly documentary. The miniseries revived stories we had heard before, charges of exploiting young women, controlling them like cult members. Suddenly, everyone couldn't say they hadn't heard. Radio stations and labels broke ties. Artists like John Legend publicly condemned him. And in 2021, after a 6-week federal trial in New York, a jury finally convicted Kelly on racketeering and sexual exploitation charges, crimes spanning 25 years of abuse. By mid-2022, he faced a life sentence. U.S. Attorney Breon P. summarized it. Kelly used his fame to prey on the young, the vulnerable, while many turned a blind eye. When Kelly was sentenced to 30 years, prosecutors framed it as long overdue recognition that victims' voices deserve to be heard. The courtroom outcome was justice, but the cultural takeaway was complicated. Some former fans publicly reevaluated, while others still pleaded innocence for their idol. In one Boondocks moment, Huey tells Kelly's tailgating followers to think past their idol worship and see the truth. In real life too, more and more people began to ask, should our love of a song or star blind us to injustice? Voices in and out of the black community pointed to the same lesson Huey voiced. Art is not above accountability. Yet even after convictions, many asked, as Huey ironically did in the episode, who would pay that price for tainting our heroes? Kelly was eventually held accountable, but the cultural battle wasn't over. A new, even bigger icon was now in the spotlight, and the questions were the same.
What did O.J. Simpson say to Kobe after his case was over?
What's that?
Don't let this whole trial thing turn you off to white women.
That's funny on so many levels. Lord, I just wish they would have let me on that jury, boy. Thank God for the white man's code of law. It's the only way to keep these crazy niggas under control. Well, that and pepper spray. You know, I sat on the jury one time.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was in 1957, back in Tennessee. Now, the defendant was accused of shooting 3 little white women with a Winchester rifle from about 50 yards away. See, now, he thought he was gonna get off with that old I'm blind excuse. But, oh, boy, he had another thing coming.
The jury will now go off and deliberate on...
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
Sir, settle down. You have to go deliberate.
I don't need to deliberate. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here. King mean.
Lady Liberty is on our side. Justice will prevail. The judge and jury will do the right thing. I'm telling you, Huey, it's an open and shut case.
Mr. Dubois, are you fully aware of the extent to which niggas love R. Kelly?
Oh, Huey, it's under control. Watch me work. And so, ladies and gentlemen, not only will we prove it is Mr. Kelly in the video, we will prove that the victim was 14 at the time the video was shot.
Thank you, Mr. Dubois, and now we'll have the opening statement for the defense.
The ancient Greeks, the architects of Western civilization, would regularly indulge in sexual activities with children. Were they perverts? In Puritan America, the forefathers of this great land would take wives who were 12 or 13 years old, much younger than the alleged victim. Were they sickos? In Tokyo, you could buy teenage girls' panties in vending machines. Do we call them disgusting? Of course not. What do all those things have to do with Robert Kelly? Nothing. Let's get to the point. Now, some people see this so-called mountain of evidence, these videotapes, photographs, eyewitnesses, and DNA, and see a guilty man. But some of us can see that mountain of so-called evidence for what it really is. Racism.
Yeah. Oh, he said it right there.
You think I could book that for like the weekend of the 14th when the soundtrack comes out? If so, bump somebody. All right, thanks. All right, love you, man. Bye. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes! What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down. I'm not gonna stay fucking lying down. I'm not. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it. I can do anything.
Enter Sean Diddy Combs, hip-hop mogul, business titan, philanthropist Diddy has long been hailed as a symbol of black success, but in 2024, allegations surfaced that shook that image. In May 2024, A leaked hotel video showed Combs violently assaulting his ex-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura. The next day, he issued a public apology saying he hit rock bottom and taking full responsibility for inexcusable actions. Cassie's lawyers, however, called the apology pathetic, pointed out that he had previously denied everything, and suggested victims were looking for a payday. Then came the lawsuits. In late 2023, Cassie sued Diddy for years of rape and abuse, which he immediately settled for $20 million. One by one, dozens of other women filed federal suits alleging Diddy used his empire for sexual coercion and trafficking. By September, a federal grand jury charged him with running a RICO enterprise involving sex trafficking, kidnapping, bribery, and more. In court, prosecutors accused him of forcing women into endless drug-fueled sex parties, eerily similar to the freak-offs described in Cassie's lawsuit. The trial began in summer 2025. The stakes felt enormous. On one side were the women, including Cassie, testifying to long patterns of abuse and manipulation. On the other side was Diddy's legacy, the millions of fans who have long embraced him as a father figure of hip-hop culture. The Boondocks vibes were unmistakable. Outside the courtroom, the scene was charged. Supporters rallied, some even dubbed it the trial of the century on social media, while many black cultural leaders voiced outrage that one of their own was on trial. Few openly blamed race or politics, but a familiar tension emerged. Would some defend Diddy as a target of racism, just as Huey claimed? As the days went on, a divide deepened. Many activists and former associates like rapper Shine condemned Combs' actions as repugnant, insisting there is no place for violence against women, but others lamented that black greatness was being unfairly attacked. This echoed the cartoon's cynical lawyer who labeled R. Kelly's abuse as racism to defend him. Indeed, commentators worried that some fans were again placing racial solidarity over victims' truth. In one viral thread, a critic bluntly asked, "How is it that when a beloved black man is accused, many instinctively defend him, even if it means doubting black women?" A question Huey had shouted at the crowd.
Which one was the one that got caught with that homely little white gal?
Kobe.
Right. Now I know exactly what happened to Kobe. Kobe caught that white fever. White fever get in your blood, man, it'll make you crazy. And you know they got them short little skates nowadays and that, what they call them, the tongues?
Thongs.
Yeah, right. They got the thongs all up the booty crack, and they got that sweet white nectar. Oh, Lord, have mercy. And after that, it's over. You wake up and you don't even know what you done. Just a pool of sweat around your ankles and a deep sense of satisfaction. Give me a minute, Robert.
You look like you need to take 5.
Yeah, sure. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you the R. Kelly tape. I warn you, it is graphic.
Yeah!
Oh my. Oh, no, he did.
Objection, we can't even see his face clearly.
Oh, man, he got freckles and everything.
That proves nothing.
Hello. Yes, this is Robert Kelly. Yes, the singer. You want my social security number? Sure. It's 916-34-7865. Okay. God bless.
Well,
Now, young lady, I know this might be hard to talk about.
No, it's cool.
How old were you when you were seeing Mr. Kelly?
14 and a quarter.
Wow. That's a great age, isn't it? Still learning so much about the world.
Whatever, I guess.
Could you describe the events leading up to the shooting of the video?
Yeah, he asked if he could pee on me, and I said for sure. I mean, it's R. Kelly, the Pied Piper of R&B. I've been peed on by guys that don't even have record deals. Shit, if I didn't want to get peed on, I'd just move out the way. Ha, I told you.
Order!
Would you describe yourself as an African-American woman?
Nigga, you blind?
No, I'm not. So it's safe to say that R. Kelly is sexually attracted to black women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Objection, relevance!
Your Honor, I'm trying to establish to the court that my client is a proud black man who loves his black sisters, unlike District Attorney Dubois, who's married to a white woman.
Today's a great victory. It's a great victory for Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system. You saw that the Southern District of New York prosecutors came at him with all that they had. They're not stopping, but one thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens. And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word, and they got the situation right, or certainly right enough.
Ultimately, the jury delivered a mixed verdict. In July 2025, Diddy was acquitted of the major sex trafficking and racketeering charges, but was convicted on 2 lesser counts related to prostitution. It spared him the possibility of decades in prison, and his lawyers declared it a victory of all victories. Cassie and other victims were disappointed. For survivors, the outcome felt all too familiar. A wealthy, powerful man punished only in part. One black legal scholar remarked that the trial underscored a painful truth that even with evidence, the justice system rarely believes black and brown women. Cultural critics drew parallels to Huey's lesson. Commentator Gozi Okoro had written of the R. Kelly saga, "The art of a depraved artist is not more important than the safety and justice of that artist's victims." That idea loomed large now. In the end, many in the community quietly admitted the same frustration Huey felt on Cartoon. "I am vexed at the behavior of my own people, but they're our people and we got to love them regardless." In other words, challenging a hero is hard but necessary. The dust still hasn't settled on Diddy. With every high-profile case, the question remains, are we learning to demand justice, or will the same old story play out again?
Now, I've listened to your black ass talk all day about how much you can't stand black folks.
Ain't two of them in the history of the world that's worth a squirrel for.
Oh, how much you love white folks?
Best thing the good Lord ever did for the planet Earth.
Ruckus, you black as ace of spades, man.
I don't see the need for you to go and insult the man after a game of checkers. We've been reminiscing all day, looking in each other's eyes, acting like we like each other. Now you gotta go ahead and remind me of my ailment.
Ailment?
That's right. You heard of vitiligo? Shoot, well, I got re-vitiligo. Every year my skin just seemed to get blacker and darker and blacker and then more darker. It's the opposite of what Michael Jackson got. Lucky bastard.
Ruckus, how could you possibly love white people so much?
It's easy. Have you ever looked at them? White man just a joy to be around. They smell like lemon juice and pledge furniture cleaner. And look at them. They gave us discipline, jobs, put structure in our lives, took us out the jungle. And what we do to show our appreciation? We march up and down the street. We vote. Carry on. Ingrates.
Well, how about this? Game.
Nigga.
Some more, Jonathan.
It's a bizarre rant as actor Jonathan Majors berates his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari. Majors is upset that she'd gone out partying.
Do you really though, baby? Do you really?
Yes.
Then how dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house when we have a plan?
He then tells Jabari that she needs to emulate two iconic women.
Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama. Barack Obama's wife.
I know, I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm sorry.
The ex-girlfriend secretly recorded the argument in 2022.
I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in.
The defense rested its case without calling Jonathan Majors to the stand, but the actor was seen wiping away tears as his attorney made closing arguments to the jury in which she accused the ex-girlfriend of telling little white lies and also big lies. Anything to say about the video evidence, Jonathan? As the jury deliberates, they will consider this jaw-dropping surveillance tape where it appears Jabari is pursuing Majors after a physical back and forth in the SUV over a text he received from another woman named Cleopatra. And then the big moment where Majors is accused of pushing her back into the SUV. The next day is when Jabari is found on the floor of the walk-in closet. Majors called cops when he couldn't get inside.
I banged on the door. I've been at the apartment for about 40 minutes now. I couldn't get in. I finally went downstairs and asked the doorman to help us. They let me in via the handyman.
In the aftermath, cops are seen talking to Majors. They look around the apartment, from the bedroom with the unmade bed to the sprawling living room area. Majors is seen on the phone. Then Jabari surfaces dressed in a sweatshirt and jeans. She leaves the apartment and is seen making calls on the elevator.
I'm going to show you something they don't want you to see. Something that will blow this case wide open. This is R. Kelly's NAACP Image Award Certificate of Nomination.
Hey, man, you got his card? He's good. Did you wash your hands?
You think they nominate just anyone for this award?
I got one.
You know why he wants to put R. Kelly in jail?
Why?
Because he's afraid of R. Kelly.
Objection. Would you be quiet?
I think he's afraid. I think the whole system is afraid of R. Kelly.
Your Honor, please. You don't shut up.
They're afraid because they see the power for good that this man wields through his music. Yes, they do. They don't want R. Kelly to be free because they don't want you to be free. They don't want me to be free. Maybe R. Kelly did urinate on this woman, but America urinated on R. Kelly. And if you let them put this man in jail, America will urinate on each and every one of you. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam, brother.
Please, people! You saw the tape. The girl testified she was underage. You're not allowed to do that to a little girl. We have a videotape.
Go tell that to your white bitch. Mm-hmm.
But the girl was... Prosecution rests.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, all that needs to be said is this.
What the hell is wrong with you people? Every famous nigga that gets arrested is not Nelson Mandela? Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent black men in jail on fallacious charges. But R. Kelly is not one of those men. We all know the nigga can sing. But what happened to standards? What happened to bare minimums? You a fan of R. Kelly? You want to help R. Kelly? Then get some counseling for R. Kelly. Introduce him to some older women. Hide his camcorder. But don't pretend like the man is a hero. And stop the damn dancing. Act like you got some goddamn sense, people. Damn. Don't playing around here. Boo! Hey, you with the afro. Give it a rest. Beat it. Put the music back on. You're stressing me.
R. Kelly and Diddy are extreme examples, but they fit a bigger pattern. Consider the case of the actor Jonathan Majors. Once Hollywood's next big hero even eyed as a Marvel villain, Majors was accused in 2023 of assaulting his ex-girlfriend. The trial played out in public eyewitness videos, shocking 911 calls, and in early 2024 he was convicted of misdemeanor assault and harassment. Marvel dropped him from future films almost immediately. Fans were divided, some clung to the image of Majors as a respectful prince, while others said it showed even gentle celebrities can hide dark truths. As one Vox analyst put it, Majors' conviction delivers yet another blow to the idea that an admired figure can simply ignore consequences. These cases are different in detail, but they all circle back to Boondocks' moral. Fame should not equal immunity. Too often we see talented men and women accused, and the first reactions are shock, denial, or excuses. Yet time and again, important pieces of evidence, victims' testimony, footage, documents emerge just as Huey said. So much evidence is ignored until a cartoon force of loyalty stops being enough. These stories suggest a culture wrestling with two loves, love of black icons and love of truth.
I did battle with ignorance today, and ignorance won. I admit that I'm often vexed at the behavior of my own people. Yeah, vexed is a good word.
I told you about messing with them white women.
You do what you can to help black folks, and they make you wonder why you even bother. But they're our people, and we gotta love them regardless. One thing for sure, though, can't blame this one on the white man. What am I saying? Of course I can.
As new stories unfold, the line between loyalty and justice gets tested once more. The next time a hero falters, how will we respond? This journey through satire and reality brings us back to a simple yet profound dilemma. What do we owe our idols and to ourselves? The lesson of the Boondocks is that pride in culture and pride in principle must coexist. Admiring a singer's voice, a mogul's success, or an actor's talent doesn't make us blind to their flaws. Huey Freeman's scowl taught us, talent doesn't make someone a saint. The victims in these stories, Cassie, Megan, the unnamed survivors, remind us that people are more important than their art or fame. Imagine yourself in these moments. Will you cheer along or listen to Huey's quiet plea? Will a catchy song or a powerful image drown out the sound of a survivor's voice? These are hard questions. As the episode's final note suggests, holding loved ones to higher ideals is an act of care. It's about love for truth, for justice, for each other. Before the screen fades to black, ask yourself, where do you stand? If a hero you admire falls short, will you cover your eyes or hold them accountable? The path we choose not only defines that individual's fate, but reshapes our community's soul. In the end, maybe our greatest act of pride in culture is demanding it live up to its highest ideals.